guys can't have girls as friends. I'm so happy I got this.
I'm happy I got this.
I think guys can have girls as friends that they're not attracted to at all.
I think so. You're saying that they just have to be ugly.
Well, you know what? Now that I think about it, even ugly ones, you know.
Okay.
That's racist.
As long as I don't fuck them, I can keep them my
That's
friend.
racist?
You can have fucking racist. No, dead ass.
We can't call women ugly anymore because that's culturally inappropriate?
That's
Is that...
racist. Bias, maybe.
Because anything prejudice, sex,
Okay, ready?
Right,
Zoe,
here we
can
go.
men and women be friends?
No, I wouldn't let any man be friends with a girl, honestly.
Why not?
Because
I don't like that shit.
You don't have any guy friends?
I have lots of guy friends, and I want to fuck them all.
Oh, you want to fuck your guy friends? Oh, okay. That's different. Oh, Zoe, do you have any guy friends who like?
Sorry to my man if you see this.
And you have a man.
I'm excited.
She just got the shovel and she just keeps on digging.
I have predominantly male friends.
Okay, you have predominantly male
Yes,
friends.
I have predominantly male friends.
Oh, we've talked about this before. Now,
Yeah,
but
I have
if you hit
predominantly male
up your male friends and said, "Hey, do you want to sleep with me?" They'd probably say yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame them.
Okay.
But they know better.
Okay, they know better.
They know better.
You
It's a trap.
you have them in the friend zone.
Absolutely.
Katie, what about you?
I have tons of male friends
Yes.
that I don't want to sleep with.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's also because.
But it's easier you're female, but you understand like the guy, like they may be going through something.
Yeah, like if I like was open to it, I'm sure they would probably be down.
Okay.
Well,
Danny, do you have any guy
for
friends?
the most part.
No.
You don't have any guy friends?
No, I don't.
Okay. Why is that?
Because I'm solid.
I'm confused.
I'm solid. Like I don't. I love my man, and I don't mess around with anyone else.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay, got it.
Damn.
Riley, do you have any guy friends?
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, and plenty of girlfriends too. And like 38 boyfriends. Let's
38
go.
boyfriends at the same
But I'm
time.
not committed to not one of
Rhiannon,
them.
what about you? You have any guy friends?
Friends, platonic. Don't want to
Oh,
fuck.
absolutely.
Okay. I'm going to point out something because I get this. The people say that I'm being hypocritical because I'm not. I think guys who are single should have tons of female friends.
I agree.
And I think guys who are in relationships should be worried if their girlfriend has a ton of guy friends. And both of those statements are for the exact same reason. It's the same
I'm
mechanism of
not
both.
trying to commit to nobody right now.
But look at
Focus on my
how
business.
you surround
I can have
yourself,
friends.
Michael.
Oh, that's crazy, Avery. What a crazy observation
No,
that you
I'm saying,
made.
You
Obviously.
have like so many girlfriends.
Yes.
And
I mean,
you have
you have so many
beautiful
friends. Yeah, she has
girlfriends.
Yes.
right.
For
Why
sure.
is that okay? But
The fuck?
I mean, I'm
That's
sure she
hypocritical.
has
That's
guy friends.
controversial.
Okay, so the reason why is this. I'm
And
explaining.
I know my
Let's
boyfriend
fight,
has a
Michael.
couple of
Fight now.
girlfriends.
Come on, guys.
So I don't,
chill out.
I don't
Please,
mind.
please, guys. Just chill out. Just chill out.
I mean, my boyfriend's very attractive.
Yes,
I mean,
for sure.
You've met him.
Okay,
He has
so
a ton of
here's
girlfriends. I'm not worried.
Here's the reason that happens. If
Yes,
you have a
yeah.
guy, if you're a guy who's watching this and you have a girlfriend and she has a bunch of guy friends, it's not the guy friends who are hitting on her that you should be worried about. She actually has those guys put in a box.
It's the sneaky
She's not worried
ones.
about. No, it's not even the sneaky ones. It's the guys who show attractive qualities who don't hit on her.
Yeah.
And they're watching, and your girlfriend is watching those guys consistently, and those guys have other girls coming up and talking to them, but they're not hitting on your girlfriend. All of a sudden, there's this fucking voice in her head that's like, "Why isn't he hitting on me?"
No. It's a
Those are actually the ones you should be afraid of.
It's a challenge.
It's the guy friends who aren't interested in the guy friends who are like puppy dogs who are coming after your girlfriend. They're really not someone you need to worry about.
No.
It's the guy friends who totally have their shit together and don't ever hit on your girlfriend. And because of that, I said the same thing twice. If you're a single guy, you should have a ton of female friends. And if you're a dude in a relationship, your girlfriend having a ton of guy friends can be problematic.
And
Go
it's
ahead.
the guys that say to go fuck yourself that you have to worry about too, because that's a challenge to a girl.
Yes.
But
Every
also,
time.
Michael, like Kenneth and females, tell me if I'm wrong, but for me, in my experiences, I can put like men in like different categories. So
Yeah,
like
but the men
friend
can't.
from associate to business comrade to like don't shit where you eat.
But Riley, the guys can't. That's the
Well,
point.
that's
The
their
point. The
problem,
point
not
is the
mine.
guys can't.
No, they can.
No, some guys can.
Absolutely can. That's why
Like
we
you have
have
to go
business
as slow as the slowest
that
member.
fuck their like. That's why we have Monica Lewinsky.
Nico, can we get
Dead ass.
Nico? Can we get them some coffee?
You put it where it's needed until you get caught.
If somebody out there get us some, can we get them some coffee?
I'll get the
You
coffee.
you guys are slurring a little bit. Yeah. You just
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm really, really, really tired.
yeah. Okay, it's okay. We'll get you some.
It's all
coffee.
good.
She picked me up from the airport.
Okay,
last night.
cool. With the friendship thing, like I have a ton of female friends, and one thing that I've noticed, and I'm not trying to, there's nothing special about me, but one thing I've noticed, and a lot of guys in Men of Action, is what'll happen is they'll have a bunch of female friends, and they'll be like, okay, these are my cool female friends, and I use them to meet other women. So they go out with me like wing girls. But the crazy thing that happens after 6 months or a year is those girls that you're just friends with, they start having feelings for you too, because you never hit on them, and they did nothing but watch you display attractive qualities towards other men. Women have the ability to feel attraction triggers, and attraction is not a choice. And so what will happen is if you're, I personally think, like I said before, I don't rate women on their physical attractiveness. I rate them on the level of stimulus that they're willing to receive. You said before, you have a boyfriend and you don't have a bunch of guy friends because that's an extra stimulus, right? And so by not receiving that extra stimulus, it makes it one of these situations where if a woman is constantly, I think your girlfriend is more likely to cheat if she lives at the Playboy Mansion. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If she's constantly surrounded by super high status men that she feels to be very attractive, she's just far more likely to stray than if she is a surgical nurse who lives in Des Moines and she's not around any dudes, like hardly around.
I disagree.
Go ahead.
Depends on how she is.
How so?
Because I'm surrounded by high-end men constantly, and they don't exist to me.
Yeah.
Right, but you also said you were dating a narcissist and you're going through some PTSD.
I was married once.
You're married, but
that was like
a little bit of PTSD for you.
Well,
though.
it's also
that was a long
For
time.
me, the reason why I disagree is because, like, I grew up in the nightlife. Like, my mom's been a dancer forever. Like,
She has lots of friends?
yeah.
All right, Danny, go.
Okay, it's also because of how you guys are conditioned. You're married, right?
No.
Okay, used to be married,
I was.
but
Long time ago. But he was an abusive, mentally abusive, and physically abusive.
I'm sorry that you went through that.
It was my
That's
son.
really
It was my
fucked up.
son's father.
Okay, Danny, finish.
Go ahead. Into the mic.
You were saying that you ignore these men, right?
I'm sorry?
You ignore these men.
Now, no other
You
man exists
now
to me but my boyfriend.
do.
I don't entertain anybody anymore.
I kind of lost my thought. But you are so used to this happening that you ignore them. I forgot what I was going to say exactly, but
I've just become numb to
could I?
men.
Yes,
Being in the industry, I've also become numb to men like
lost
hitting
my
on
thought.
me.
Yeah, but so what you've done is you've
it's true.
overcompensated for the effect that I'm describing. Does that make sense? So there's one of the things they teach you, like if you ever go to Intel school, one of the things they'll teach you is like under torture, everyone gives up their name. They'll give up their mom. If you put enough psychological pressure on anyone, they are influenced. I'm reading Robert Cialdini's book Influence right now, and he goes over like these little minor, like subtle things that cause you to become influenced. If you're a woman and you're caught, like I've seen this a million times, the girl who moves to Las Vegas, gets a job as a cocktail server, her husband lives in another city, and every day she's around guys who are taller than him, better looking than him, richer than him, more famous than him. And then what happens is over time, her boyfriend or her husband, everything he says is stupid, everything he's like lacking, where's the money, I don't want to be treated like this, and she doesn't even know it's fucking happening.
It's conditioning.
She doesn't even know it's happening. My point is, we're all subject to conditioning. This is the reason why, by the way, let's do the opposite. Men watching pornography, same thing. They've conditioned themselves to see non-contextualized images of pornography that they did no work to receive. They got the two girls, but they did no work to receive it, and they've conditioned their brain to think that that's normal. And so what I'm saying is, it's the conditioning. So ladies, like it's one of these things where like I would never cheat. I think people's ability to cheat or not cheat does have to do with their character and their willpower somewhat, but I also think it has to do with their circumstance.
I've never
The
cheated
circumstance
on
that they
anybody
put.
in my life.
If you don't have opportunities, you're not going to.
Correct. Well, not opportunities.
So here's my take on cheating is there's two elements of cheating. There is opportunity and you have to have a reason. Okay, most men do not have the opportunity to cheat. They can manufacture that. They can create that by going to an escort or going to a hooker or whatever. They can put themselves in the right places and try to make it happen. But for the vast majority of men, opportunity doesn't exist for them. They might have all the reason in the world because they're married to a shrew or whatever it is, but they don't have the opportunity to get with anybody else. The other thing is this, then there's the guys who have the opportunity, but the woman that they're with never gives them a reason. Right, always keeps them, always knows what they're about, and always keeps them happy, and always keeps them going on, knowing where he works and what he does. Right, so there's the reason and opportunity and no reason, or there is no opportunity and a reason, or else there is a lot of opportunity and no reason to do so. So when you have when those two come up, when it's opportunity and you have a reason, that's when people cheat.
Yeah, when it's mutually exclusive.
When it's the two of them, yeah. So most of the time, like when most of the guys don't cheat because they're too busy to porn, because that's their vicarious way of cheating on whatever on the relationship.
Well,
but they don't.
What about girls that are in the industry?
That's their job. It's different.
Yeah, exactly. But so say they're in a committed relationship with someone, and then they do what they have to do to make ends meet.
Wait, but
what is doing what you have to do? What does that mean?
If they're cheating,
It's different.
and she's in a relationship.
Cheating if it's work.
No, but
Into the mic.
cheating. I feel like a lot of cheating would happen if people would just fucking communicate. That's it.
If you're a sex worker and you
But that has nothing to do with sex worker. My comment had nothing to do with
It's
sex
also called people in the lifestyle.
No, I'm not talking about sex work. I'm talking about relationships, normal relationships.
If you're in the lifestyle, that's not cheating.
Happen,
No, but
if
that's
people
what I'm
didn't
saying.
communicate.
You can't date the
Communication.
stripper and then tell her
Jesus.
not to be a stripper.
Yeah, no.
Well,
but
you
that
can, you
happens.
can, but you have to also acknowledge the duplicitous nature of what you're doing. Like you legitimately can. I've dated girls before that were like, they met me in a nightclub bar scenario, bikini competition scenario, and then they wanted me to get away from that, and I'm like, well, that's how you met me. You met me in this.
That's my job, dude.
But not only did you meet that, when you met me, you knew I had
Yeah, exactly.
100 hot female friends. So like it's difficult for them to grasp. And the same thing happens when you meet the girl. I know the guys who try to marry their sugar baby, or a sex worker they dated, or a porn star, or they try to marry the stripper. And when they do so, did you see the U.S. Marine Corps has it's actual U.S. Marine Corps guide, the dangers of marrying an exotic dancer? I got to show it to you. It's an official Marine Corps document. It's fucking amazing.
That's
I've
amazing.
actually seen what you're talking about.
It's pretty amazing. Like the Marine Corps actually put out an official document about marrying a dancer because so many Marines were doing it. Like they were
Especially out here because we have Nellis.
What?
So
Nellis.
Yeah, Nellis.
So a lot of the military base will date people in Las Vegas, and Las Vegas is an epicenter for
Strippers.
adult work.
Strippers,
Adult work, period.
Hookers, and blow. Before we get started, I'm going to do that one, but before we get going, I got to do super chats as well. You and I, we always thought from day one we've already, I say disagreed, but we've been a little bit have a difference of opinion when it comes to like, can men and women be friends? Okay?
Yes.
Well, I understand that if you're banging your friends, you can certainly be friends. Got it. Okay, we're not friends with benefits. We understand. The other part of this is the reason why I always had a problem with this is because most of the guys who want to be friends with women or thinks that they can be, it has nothing to do with pre-selection, has nothing to do with social proof, has nothing to do with finding a female wingman. They think that it is a form of game that is going to get them in.
Yes.
If they just be friends, if they just qualify
they don't know how to
themselves,
take the
if
L.
they prove themselves to be the perfect boyfriend and they just wait it out and wait it out, and you mean there's a chance, that's what I'm
They're
talking
using
about.
logic in order to try to create attraction.
The other part of it is whenever I hear women talk about being friends with men, it's always like, oh yeah, sure, we can be friends. But the problem is like most men and most women, their model for friendship is based on their same-sex friends.
Mm-hmm.
So two women have a different form of a friendship than two guys having a form. We communicate differently, everything else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So when there is a friendship between a man and a woman, the woman is using the female frame and the man's using the male frame, but then there's the sort of the sex thing too. So it's like there's shit that men will put up with that women that they wouldn't accept from their guy friends because of that dynamic between male and male and female and female.